Pennsylvania. But when you get the opportunity to compete here on Victory Championship Wrestling for the first time and impress management, you take it. Pegasa, a mover and a shaker in more ways than one. Both on the dance floor, clearly as you see, and in the professional wrestling ring. And this should be a very interesting matchup. Quite a mix of styles on display here between Synn and Pegasa. Pegasa, you're going to see a lot of quick movement, a lot of fast action. Lexus Synn, on the other hand, ground and pound, a lot of striking. Synn, ooh, look, already kind of doing exactly what I just mentioned, taking Pegasa down into the mat. Definitely a big MMA influence with Lexus Synn. And cranking down there onto the ankles and the knees. Smart move to take those limbs apart when you're dealing with somebody like Pegasa in that ring. And since the inception of VCW over 2 years ago, if you're a young, hungry talent, if you're undiscovered, if you're somebody who you think is going to be the next big thing in professional wrestling, VCW has always been the place to ply your craft, to showcase it. And we're going to see it on display here in this singles matchup. Pegasa, even though the smaller competitor, using all of their weight to wrench down here on that side headlock. Incredibly smart wrestling. And Synn able to reverse here. Sometimes it can just be one matchup, like I mentioned, that can really shift the tide. And now working on the wrist here, Pegasa. Pegasa, ooh. It's always interesting with wrestlers like this. Do they evade? Do they go for a rope break? Do they try to counter out of it? And Pegasa, ooh, now getting the better of Lexus Synn here. Again, another big side headlock working down on Synn. Very impressed how Pegasa has been able to use their smaller size to their advantage. No big wrist in the early goings, but just straight, classic, catch-as-catch-can wrestling here. But Pegasa maybe getting a little mind games, putting them into play here, trying to get into the mind of Lexus Synn. Now going to try the first big shoulder tackle. And the flex by Synn shows it all. You can see on display, having a lot of power and a lot of strength under their belt. Leapfrog there by Pegasa. Arm drag takedown, takes down Lexus Synn. Rolling into the corner. Pegasa, again, another arm drag takedown. And seems to be in full control and feeling the momentum. Oh, but able to move out of the way is Synn. And now Synn going to tell Pegasa to come charging. Backfires off. Oh! Oh! Little trick action by Pegasa here, catching Synn off guard. What are they trying here? Oh, look at that! And notice all the weight that must be going down on the shoulders here of Lexus Synn. I've never seen a submission hold done from this position with this amount of leverage. Pegasa, oh, now with Synn on their back, but Synn having the wherewithal of the ring and everything at their disposal to back Pegasa into the turnbuckle. Big running knee strike right to the jaw of Pegasa. And just one blow like that can shift momentum in a contest like this. Synn exploiting a referee's 5 count to their fullest ability. Now Synn again, knee right to the back of the head this time. Now cover, lateral press. Pegasa just able to get a shoulder up. And you see there, again, like I mentioned in the early offset of this matchup, the striking on full display by Lexus Synn. And that's the strikes from the face, the knee strikes.
5 minutes gone, 5 minutes.
As well as the punches. A lot in their repertoire, but maybe getting a little bit distracted here by the Washington crowd. Now going to try to work down on Pegasa. Pegasa trying to fight up from underneath with some kidney shots. Big neck breaker. Rocking Synn now going off the ropes. Oh, try for by a high angle kick there, but Pegasa able to get the advantage. Take Lexus Synn down with a clothesline. And And now Pegasa, what could they do here to mount a comeback? Gonna back Synn into the turnbuckles and come charging. Ooh! Miscalculation on the part of Pegasa. Head first into the top turnbuckle, but Synn, again, maybe letting this Washington crowd get in their head a little bit too much. Snapper takedown. Oh, and a kick right to the small of the back. That had to reverberate across the spine of Pegasa. And now comes charging. And just able to get the shoulder up. And the athleticism of Lexus Synn, the way they were able to torque that foot right across the side of the head of Pegasa. Crowd divided here between these two competitors. I gotta say, I am as well. Incredibly impressive. Lexus able to stop the momentum going into the turnbuckle. Pegasa charging, big drop kick. Lexus's head might have hit that back turnbuckle as well from the momentum. Series of shots here by Pegasa coming charging, building momentum, exactly what they need to do. Now, double underhook. What are they thinking? Oh, versus the pedigree. Dropping Lexus head first in the mat cover. Oh, but again, wherewithal with a foot on the second rope there by Lexus Synn. I don't even know necessarily. They could have just been rocked. But Pegasa can't get in her head. Regretting, should I have pulled towards the center of the ring? Should I have gotten as far as away from the ropes as possible? Big headbutt. Oop! Catches them with that kick. And that is it for Pegasa.
Your winner of the match, the Savage, Lexus Synn.
Synn calls that kick cause of death.